Hey guys, here we got Chris Rawlings. G'day. Good to see ya. Absolutely okay. That's awesome. Mike from Cornwall. G'day. Bill Beckons. Hello. Still awake. 624 Dudley. Good to see ya. Very early on that side of America. Mats Peterson. G'day. Mark Osborne. Hello. Paul from Knuckles Workshop. G'day. Peter Nuttall. G'day. Ken Whelan. G'day. Roger Dodger. A few new faces. That's awesome. Glad you all sort of jump in, actually. Kevin from Machine NZ. What's happening? Wednesday night, I had half a day off because I went to work like a fool. Rusty Knox, g'day. We're in lockdown apparently, but thought there might have been a bit of work there, but there wasn't. Did some jobs that were waiting and got all caught up, gave the place a clean up, come home. That's about it. Been home since lunchtime, really didn't do very much. I put a project together, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. What's everyone else up to? Mark Osborne, g'day. Oh, Craig, g'day, Craig. Craig's awake. That's awesome. Probably also cold, but he's awake. It's not real warm here, actually. I've seen warm. I've seen warmer, yeah. Rained pretty heavy. You're supposed to still get a fair bit overnight and into the weekend. So I imagine that any real money to be made in the shopping centre in Queensland, in southeast Queensland this week is probably not going to be by me. Hey, Stuart. What are we all up to? So, a few things that have been kicking around for ages and we haven't really got to yet. This is what I've been working on. I spent the weekend on this and got a bit productive about it, which is awesome. Still no horn stay, so if I lift this up, it's all going to fall out. It's still not finished. They've got a sharp edge here on the wheel on the back. I'm going to fix that because these were machined up against a faceplate and I couldn't get it before, so I'm going to put them between centres and fix that. Wheels are on. Don't think they're coming off now. Bill's up to things and stuff. Wheels went on with Magic Source, so there's no way they're coming off. 0.15 mil gap, something like that, and that should be pretty good. Rustock's working on upcoming videos. It's awesome news. It's really good to hear that. Woking or working, that's all right. So, the springs are still a bit light. This is a bit cushy here. So it's 20 gauge springs, which is pretty heavy actually. 20 gauges. Pretty solid wire. So have to make them, but these are, or find them or procure them, but these ones here I've got are just a little bit soft. They're only about, yeah, they're pretty fine wire. So that's where we're up to, and that's looking pretty good. Next job on this was probably going to be putting the, well, there's things we can do. I guess the next thing is to put horn stays across here, across the bottom, to stop them falling out. We've got a, I don't know if anyone's even interested in this locomotive, but now I've got this far and I've spent some more money on it, I probably should finish it. I put this on here. There's some angle line to go along the edges and also in the middle to hold everything down. There's a pump and stuff to go on it. There's a bit of work in this. There's brakes if I want to go there. There's buffers. There's a lot of little bits. Anyway, here's Nigel. Junior and Randy, good to see ya. It's not dog walking time yet, obviously. Chirpy's here, g'day. So, I'm pleased with it. It's a bit rough by Nigel's standards or anyone else's probably, but it's curly words and music and it works. And I'm fairly happy with it actually. Yeah. The springs are a bit soft. So that's weekend's work was making these, machining all these wheels, got all these wheels profiled and machined, which is awesome. Right back-to-back centre head distance and right thickness on these, I think they'll be pretty good. And got axles made, got all these pushed on, Loctited up. Shouldn't have too many issues with this. Still haven't got enough side-to-side movement here on any of these axle boxes, so they're going to need some fine-tuning. Lots of work with a fire. I've got like fire blisters already. Anyway, I think it'll be all right. Thanks, Nigel. That's a bit of a long shot, but it's going together anyway, and we're making some progress. There's Maddie. Few videos this week with John Creasy's hashtag ShopMade Tools. I probably need to do one, and I might even if I get tomorrow off. We'll see if when we're going to work tomorrow. I may even make that video tomorrow. I don't know. I'll have a look. But Maddie's got a lot of awesome tools that he's made. It's pretty awesome. Go and check it out. They won't be a problem, Rustanox, except that this has got to have about another 6 kilos on it. So they're going to need to be a bit more solid than that to support the weight. When you think about it, there's about probably a kilogram of brass on it. There's that sheet there, and there's 2 sheets leaning up against there, which are I think they're 16 gauge or 18 gauge brass. So they're for the tender sides and everything else. So there's a fair bit of work in that. It's all got to be riveted and soft soldered. Anthony, g'day. Saw your comment. So it's pretty solid, but then it gets full of water and coal. So there's probably more than that. There's probably 6 or 7 kilos of water in it and probably holds 6 litres. I'm not sure, 4 or 5 litres anyway. Not sure. Anyway, needs stronger springs at some point. What else is happening? Hey Tinker, good to see you. This thing. I think I showed this. I think you've all seen this. This is a prototype for the for the back gear for the launch. It doesn't work. Not even a little bit. It's got some problems. It's designed to run from the pulley to the shaft, and from that, that way it works excellent. It runs 1 to 4. It's really a pretty clever thing. If anyone's looking for a back gear for their lathe, it's a Drummond design. It's pretty good. Or it was designed for the Drummond, I guess the Drummond B type or the round bed, but not good for my application. So I've redesigned it a bit and I've started printing it. So what we've got is a ring gear and some planetaries. And these planetaries are worked out so that Peter Donald's waiting for this. I don't know if it's worth waiting for, but yeah, my brain's getting a bit broken from it. But these planets, if you hold this solid, right, these planets turn at about 4 to 1. So if we turn this half a turn, they turn about 1/4 of a turn on the circumference. Something like that. So if we make this with that ring gear on here, right, and lock this, then when we turn the shaft, this pulley should run 4 to 1. That's the theory. I think this can be improved to put some roller bearings and things in it. Wouldn't hurt, ball racers or whatever. So I'm still looking at that. Still thinking about it, but that's what I'm coming up with. Somehow I'm going to make a ring gear. That's a fun job. Willem, I probably need to call in a favour of someone with a wire EDM cutter, or I can get one 3D printed in aluminium for about $160. So that's probably not really good enough. Could probably do it on the shaper. It sounds like one of those fun jobs that I'd really look forward to. Don't know, you could make a slotting head or you could slot them in the lathe maybe. I mean, that'd probably work. It's 72 teeth and it's module 1.5, works out pretty good. So I don't know if it's a shaper job. It probably is. They're not huge teeth. They're only module 1.5, and if you sharpened a tool to do it, then probably it wouldn't be a huge job to slot them all to depth. I mean, it really wouldn't. I think they probably need to be a little bit deeper than this because there's a fair bit of load on them. They're not huge teeth, so I reckon we could go to probably 12, 14 mil wide. It wouldn't hurt for all this. There's plenty of room in there. So anyway, not a project yet, but it's a prototype. And sometimes just prototyping something's half the fun. Hey, Nigel. I'm going to move a bit further along. There's an apple. Excellent. Boss 3 apples, and I thought they were Granny Smiths, and I was thinking, what am I going to do? I'm going to cook them or make apple pie or what? But they're really nice, whatever they are. Don't know what they are. I don't think they're Granny Smiths. Hey, Bill, what sort of... They haven't got 5 crowns. They've only got really... They haven't got regular crowns, any of them. Bill's probably the expert. He's from down there. Who's from Huonville? What sort of apple's that? It does say Granny Smith on there in a sticker. There you go. Could be a Granny Smith, but they're really nice eating anyway. It does say Granny Smith. I really don't know whether it is or not. really nice eating. Now, Santa got a price on this, right? Really was thinking I'd like a new one of these or a pair of them in a box because I haven't got their standard. I haven't got anything. All I've got is this one. I think I've showed this before. It's actually a orifice gauge for spray gun nozzles is what it is. Now, yeah, but same deal. I'm not sure about that, Russell. I've seen pictures of that too. I'm not sure. Anyway, this is a quick check ball gauge. It's an awesome thing. It's got a needle, right? If you want to check the diameter of a hole, basically put it in until the needle stops against the flat surface and read it in the window. So if it happens to be that diameter, I'm sure I've got 1,000 things here with holes in them, but I can't find anything, so you'll have to take my word for it. Pretty good thing. This one's a bit rusty, and it's not got its case or anything, and it probably should be looked after because I actually wrote to the company and said, or emailed the company, and after I found out they were still available, and said how much for a new one, because I thought, well, I should trade it up and move this on, which would be awesome. But anyone want to make any guesses? Hey, Scott, what a new one of them's worth? In its box with its standards and calibration standards and everything. Anyway, about 1,600 Australian dollars. So that's pretty crazy talk, really, because honestly, it's a nice tool, but it's not $1,600 nice. It's probably $250 nice. Or if it had Starrett written on it, it might be $300 nice, but it's not $1,500 nice. That's $800 or $900, $1,000 US. So, Peter, that's what I said. Wow. So, not going to replace this. Going to look after it a bit. Might have to make a box for it. Might have to make a standard for if someone wants to grind me a 100th hour hole in a piece of gauge plate for a standard. That'd be awesome too, but never calibrated it, so I don't know how close it is. Anyway, there you go, $1,500 tool. A lot of money to drop on the floor. Yeah, this one never cost me that much. I bought it and thought my throat was cut. Can't remember where I did buy it from Summer Bash Swap Meet, but I can't remember how much I paid for it. If anyone sold it to me, I probably got a bargain. But if you see one secondhand, grab it because it's a fantastic tool for small hole measurement. But as far as actually buying one, not going to happen. Anyway, got some letters. I meant to show these last week, but I got pretty slack, and we didn't get to it. Nice letter from this guy. You all know him. You all should subscribe to him. He's awesome. He's a great guy. He's Canadian. We won't hold that against him, but he sent stickers. So that's great. Thanks, Everett, if you're watching this, and he probably will be watching it later. He's probably in bed now. But that's a pretty awesome sticker, and I'm glad had never had one of those. Now, letter turned up out of the blue today too. Never ever run across this guy. My apologies if he's emailed me my address or messaged me, because probably he has. Maybe on Facebook or maybe email, or really not sure. But he's English. Or he's Irish, I think. I'm not going to... Yeah, I shouldn't mix it up. He's Irish. I'm not going to say he's English. John's Workshop. Checked out his channel today. He's got some really good videos. Now, he's got 996 subscribers or something. So when this live stream ends, I expect him to have over 1,000, right? There we go. John has probably been on here a couple of times. Awesome guy. He's English, living in Scotland. His postmark says Galloway, but that's only what I'm reading. Anyway, John's Workshop. I don't know why I wasn't subscribed to him. Got some really good videos. Get him over 1,000. Get him over 1,000, right? Many as we can, because awesome guy. He's got some good videos, and really been enjoying a few of them this afternoon. So there we go. Stickers from him too. We'll put them up in a minute. I think maybe I was just going by the Guinness sign on the wall, and his accent's not Irish, but the postcode, I don't know if it means anything. I don't really know much about English UK postcode. But here's the, just in case anyone wants to send stuff, here's the envelope. Kevin, congratulations. So this says World Environmental Day, Saturday, 5th of June. I don't know if it was just posted on the 5th of June. It probably was. The 2nd of June, this was stamped here. Cumbria, Dumfries and Galloway. So somewhere in the north. Got no idea. Anyway, that's what that says. No return address, no nothing. Just the envelope with a stamp with Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth on there, and an address, which is awesome. So anyone wants to send stuff, that's the address. He says he's in the UK and it's a UK stamp. Yeah, exactly. Got it. Now, got these out and used them for probably the first time this week. All right. I've used them a couple of times, but the first time I really wanted a 70 thou gauge pin to measure, what was I measuring? Oh, offset on the wheels on the front hubs, which needed to be about 70 thou past the, from calculation, about 70 thou past the tyre. So I thought I'll grab a gauge pin and I'll run a rule across it, and when it's about right, it's about right. However, right, awesome. They've been dropped at some point. Don't ever drop one of these off the top of a cupboard or off the top of a wardrobe, because they're almost impossible to pick up. You can't find them all. It's not a good thing to do, so don't do that. But I went looking for a 70 thou in the front row here. There's this one, right? And pulled it out, and it says 69 thou. So I thought, well, it's been mixed up. So I went and looked at the next one, which should be 69. It's that one there. And I thought that's going to be a 70, but that's a 69 too. So went through a lot of the small ones and I've got two 69 thou gauge pins and no 70. So this cheap set's awesome, except that we missed out on the 70 thou. Don't know how many others are like it, but yeah, no 70 thou gauge pin in there. Interesting. So anyway, that's just an interesting. Yeah, they're both 69 thou, absolutely. They both measure. As far as accuracy, they're fantastic. They're really good for the. These are undersized set. They're minus set. So what you'll find with that is that they're about half a thou under, something like that. So they're basically about half a thou under. Probably exactly half a thou under if we only knew it. I'm not sure how that works. But we've got a 70.5 and we've got a 69.5. We've got a 70.5 and we've got a 68.5, but we haven't got a 69.5, which is the 70 thou one. This is a minus set. You get a plus set as well, which are oversized. But these are pretty good value for money, I reckon. I would trust this more than I would trust this, to be honest. This is handy for checking hole sizes, things like that. Make sure you see what size your hole, whether your drill was actually the size you guessed it was when you picked it out of the drill standard. But for accurate work, these are fantastic, and I really like it. I like a bigger set too, but it hasn't happened yet. But one of the good things I bought. When you need them, they're great. Jeez, Bill. The little dream world that you live in. You can't drive a 70 thou gauge pin. I'm not even going to try that. I might just buy one and put in there and have two 69s. I don't know. We'll see how we go. I might just live with it and remember that I haven't got a 70. Dreams Team, another channel you should check out. Awesome Garden Railway channel. And Dan, another awesome Garden Railway channel. One day he's going to make some videos, Dan Shed, and you should actually be subscribed for when it happens. This is what I did today. Just heat the spare 69 before you use it each time. That'll work too. But it's probably not a crazy expensive thing to buy one 70 thou gauge pin. Not even a little bit. This is what I was working on today. 3D printed these bits for this box. This is from 3D Sets. I guess you've heard of these guys. They make awesome radio control cars, or 3D printed radio control car kits, or plans and sets to make them. It's clipped there. So this is for the Land Rover. It's still got grass on the wheels on the Land Rover. Sorry, we should give it a wash. But this is it's pretty good actually. This is really the storage box for the Land Rover. So I've put this together this afternoon. It's actually a pretty good design. Get yourself a 3D printer, Dan. Stands a fair bit of weight. Clips into place there. It's got a slot here for like nylon webbing for a shoulder strap, which I'm going to put on it. Hasn't happened yet. These two screws here go in through the webbing and hold it in place, and they've also got notches printed inside here to hold it. They stack. These have got slots in here. They've got the matching pieces in the bottom here and the next one, so if you want to make more than one of them, they stack up. Pretty good box. It's just 3mm cupboard backing. I've really got a bit of a gripe about that. Bought 2 sheets of this, and when I went to peel the stickers off, this is a bit of a problem. What do you do about it? Peeled it. Why they put a sticker on here with a barcode on it? Because when I peeled it off, it's peeled the white off the cupboard back. A bit rough, really, and it's done it on both sheets. I didn't realise that one was quite so bad, but this one's really not good. So it's a leftover bit. Do you take them back, or what do you do? I don't know. Anyway, not happy with that. Mike, good on you with the Land Rover. It's not an expensive set of files at all. It's really top quality set of files, actually. Pretty exciting, Brendan. You've already got a full-size Lara Croft. You just don't realise, and that's where you're going to come unstuck, because, yeah. I didn't put this back together properly. They're supposed to slide in the bottom there. I don't know if this is a really good design, but it's certainly better than not having anything. So it's got all the spaces for the wheels, everything else, so it'll slide up and down. This is a fair bit of work in this. There's a lot of dollars and a lot of 3D printing, and you need a pretty good 3D printer to do it, but it's doable, absolutely. Electric motor in there's electric motor in here too. I haven't actually hooked this up yet. I should go and do that at some point. It's got proper suspension. The shocks are brought in. It's all, you can probably sit that over there without damaging anything so you can see. It's all 3D printed through here. It's got a gearbox in here. The final drives, there's no diffs in it. It's diff locked. This looks like it's done a few miles, but yeah, it's done a bit of work. It's a bit of fun. Servo on here for your steering. All this is spring loaded. And same on the back. So, bit of a work in progress still, though there's still heaps to do. There were some mods. A bit dusty, but we'll have a look. Batteries in here. I've changed the cargo deck, that's not standard, and always messed about with it. I'd like to get lights on it, but it hasn't happened yet. They're all things that need doing. Yeah, Dan's changed channel. He was listening to The Simpsons, so he must have been. Anyway, hey John. She's sitting nearby, Dan. Yeah. I'm glad you recognise that. How many hours to print that? 300? Something like that? 300 hours? It's a fair bit of work in it. There's about 300 and something, 330 screws in it, 350 screws. This is all M2 on here. M2 here. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, something like that on each door hinge. All these are screwed together and like the door lining is screwed on, and the catches are screwed in here, so they're all replaceable. Most of it fits together pretty good. Seats are screwed on. The switch for the ECU is in under the. Oh, can you see that? Probably not. I'll put this up. The switch is in here under the armrest. When are we going to see a video of it running? ECU is not the right word. ESC, is that right? Let's put it on the floor. What have we got here? Good question. Don't know where we can put. need to charge that battery, I think. Yes, very, very reminiscent of a full-size one. Anyway, there you go. That's the Landy. It's got pretty good turning size for something with no diffs. I've got to mess with it for 10 minutes before Hey, Craig. I have to mess with it for 10 minutes before I can speed control it properly. Anyway, it's good fun. It runs pretty nice. It's really not a shabby build at all. Anyway, there we go. Whoa. It's surprisingly good for 3D print, but there's a fair bit of work in it. Fair bit of work. There's the controller. Got to turn the car off always. I don't know if you still have to do that, but it used to be the way it happened, so we're reaching the console here and flick the switch for the speed control unit. Here we go. And turn this off. So there you go. So it's not a bad build, and I'm pleased with it, but there's a lot of hours printing on it. A lot of these need to be printed twice. These are pretty nice prints, mostly. My printer's hardly big enough. There was a lot of cursing, actually, to do bits like this roof. And the bonnet in particular, because that had to be done on end. And it's a tricky print. But apart from that, anyone who's got a decent printer who wants to have a go at it, you'll learn a lot about your printer and how to make it work. At this point, I'm not going to bother painting it. It's too much effort. The roof's actually made up out of all sorts of different colours. I think it's half red and half yellow and half white and a bit of black in it because I just used up all my shorts and I painted that. So it actually Land Rover green, that colour, Craig, so I don't know about that. Anyway, Anthony's Land Rover green. I shouldn't say it. It's German machine green. So that's seriously, if you want the one true machine tool colour, it's it's the colour things were painted with before anyone had imagination. It's actually not a bad colour, and it's a sensible colour. It's not launch colour. Probably my bandsaw and my mill might get a coat of it, but my mill might end up something completely different. I'm really off the charts with that because we're going to mod that up rather than leave it original. I think I've decided there's a dozen things that need to be done to it, and if I keep it, we're going to be doing some conversions on it, put it that way. I'm a bit sick of flat belts on it. I shouldn't even say that, and it pains me to say it, but flat belt drive on it, the belts are too short to be particularly effective or efficient. Dan's got a new drill press. Bit of a boat anchor, but it's a new drill press. Sorry, Dan. Sorry. The mill could do with V-belts and some other mods as well. The hand wheels are all too small. I'm really not sure what we're going to do about that. I would really like a Centec 2A, and I would pull this off the bench and put that there, because it's quite a lot bigger envelope as far as a milling machine goes, but it's probably not going to happen. Probably I will sell this at some point and get a decent Taiwanese benchtop mill, but we'll see how we go. Just got to save up first. The mill's pretty capable little machine, but it's not very big. That's the problem. It seems to be always working at the outside of its envelope. It's accurate and it's reliable, and it really, it's a useful machine, but it hasn't got enough table travel and it hasn't got a vertical head. So there we go. So there we go. Come over here to the sticker board. Now, I said I was going to run an engine today. I lied. Well, I didn't. I had every intention, except that I haven't got anything for fuel. So I meant to this morning, got home, discovered that I forgot it. Yep, we'll wait for you, Bill. It's going to end up messy, I know. Oops, sorry guys. Everything good company there between Cam and Anthony Brown at Ragsdale Creek and this guy here, who's awesome. I just wrote down this guy here. Should check him out. Check this guy out too while you're at it. He's Australian. And this guy here is awesome. Should check him out. And this one, also awesome. Any of these guys that are on the board here, they can put their own channels up. They should have them ready. Put them up every week. And it's all about self-promotion, and it doesn't happen. Some of these guys, like this one, you should all have his channel on bookmark. It's excellent. It's code for get some ice, is it? So we'll put this one up here, hey? Oh, is it going to fit? Is it going to fit? Yeah, sorry, Man Cave. There we go. John's Workshop. New channel for me, along with all the other crazy Welshmen, etc., etc. AIDS, good channel. Max Brand, Max, geez, Max at Swan Valley Machine Shop. I got an email from him today. It's awesome. Bad with names. I got Nigel's last name wrong in my video that went on Patreon this week. No one's picked that up yet, thank God. Max Grant, that's him. Thanks, Craig. Paul, good evening. So, all good really. There's a couple of stickers on the board, that's awesome. Subscriber count is up. Sorry guys, it's down there, not up. You can't read that from there. If you zoom in, you still can't read it, which is awesome. Nah, not a hope. Sorry. It says 70/40, yeah. I think it's nearly 70/50 actually. I had a look at 7048 or something, which is great. It's growing again. What else? Something else I was going to say. Yeah, there's this big elephant in the room. Can you feel the elephant in the room, everyone? This is something I'm going to regret even saying anything about or even mentioning, and I'm probably not going to go there. But if anyone wants to send me an email with thoughts or opinions, no, there's a bigger elephant than that, Craig. Jeez. Look, I'm not even going to say it out loud. Hang on, I'll get a piece of paper and write it down. Haha, Paul's got it. There you go. Right. Dunno. There you go. Check this guy out too. Check this guy out. Craig's Workshop. Really good channel. Get him posting some content. Matty's having a year off. Poor Matty. Matty's the only reason I would even bother hosting it, so we'll see how we go with that. He's on Craig's team. Anyway, Matty bats for his own team. Don't know. I really haven't got a clue. Here we are in July, so no idea what to do about it. It might be fun. Maybe we can restructure it a bit further and make it so no one's out of pocket, which would be really good. Don't know. Anyway, that's where I'm at. Anyway, I've said it. I've only said it once. Anyway, take care. See, going gets tough. Tough get going and walk their dog. Good to see you, Randy. Tough competition, Dan. Just don't forget that. It's tough. Some of these guys are seriously good. Anyway, nothing set in stone. May not happen. We may skip a year. Honestly, it wouldn't hurt. But I think all of you need a little bit of incentive to get back and make a good video. One good video. So, there you go. You should check out some of these guys too while we're at it. Look at this. This one. Great. Well worth a look. This guy here too. Makes some awesome motors that actually run. It's really, really cool thing. He actually makes stuff that works. Love that. Not so good at that myself. Anyway. Maddie's run out of ideas to think of to make. Oh my gosh. Well, there's probably no rush on that. It's time to start thinking. Thanks, Craig. So, there we go. That's probably nearly covered everything. I don't know if Scott Tyndall's still there. Don't know if he's actually still making videos even. Haven't seen anything from him for a while. But there's his sticker. I've actually got 2 of the Eddie stickers on there. Did you notice that? Anyone else notice that? There's one there and there's one there. There you go. You may get covered up with one of them. Anyway, I've got the designs. I just don't have the time or effort to make it. That's where we're at with that. Yeah, ball bearing gun's always helpful. Very, very useful if you've got glass windows. So there we go. It got you all thinking. You got a few months, right? It'll be later in the year. Got you all thinking. Send me an email if you want to help organise it. I always say that. No one ever does. So there you go. The voice of experience from Dan. Well, that's not a bad idea either, Anthony, but it might be fun. Tossed it around before, but trouble is coordinating everyone and fair bit of work. And bits at the end don't always fit together, like Adam Savage's lunar module door. A puzzle rust knocks. That might be interesting. Ball bearing to the forehead doesn't sound like a very good way to go, to be honest. Gwynn's relay project. Yeah, that's right. It just sort of, it's a difficult thing, really. Someone's got too busy and it sits there, and then they want to be passed slice of the pie, so they don't pass it on, all those sort of things. It's complicated, and we've given it a bit of thought, but yeah, we'll see. So there we go. It's I've got projects too I could do as far as toolmaking. There's inspiration here. There's things I could do, and I would probably like to be in a position to enter as well. But that means that I can't really judge it. So we'll have to think about that. Geez, Dan's having a cartoon night. He's either asleep and hasn't changed the channel, which is most likely, or he's decided to revisit his youth. I'm not sure. Anthony, you don't get a cop out like that. This is how you become a creator. This place is looking like a pigsty. These are mostly things that I haven't found a home for yet, right? Don't judge me. They're things that need to go away. Some things I use all the time and should be put away, like this amazing little set of parallels that John Creasy made in this nice box. Use them nearly every day I'm in the workshop. Some things like this lump of D2 tool steel, waiting for a project. This is just too tall to go anywhere. Scribe block. This is the gears for the lathe, and I haven't got a box with them yet. There's a 3-jaw chuck there that probably should be tossed, honestly. This is a bezel chuck from Goodall Pratt Company. Don't know why I have that. It's pretty junky. It's not, can't get apart. Hey, Matt. Good to see you. It's not stuff that come across from the other bench just because I wanted to show that I was keeping it clean. So just so you know that. So, yeah, this is just, it's not accurate enough to do anything with, really. I've got a brand new 3-jaw, which is amazing. I've got an older 3-jaw as well, which I did actually put away the other day. But that's not too shabby. I've got a set of turns there, Swiss turns. They need sitting up and working out in a box made for them at some point and straightening out and getting right. It's another job. There's a Keith Rucker straight edge that hasn't happened there in the back. There's a polishing buff, which will probably never happen. There's a bottle there, if you can read that. It says, we guarantee an ounce of alloy and not a bottle full. It's a mercury bottle from the Goldfields. So we've got an error message on the VFD, and that's because the solar trips out every night and comes across. So I think been turning those axles between centres, so we've got all that gear set up on the lathe. There's 1,000 projects for this lathe as well that I'd really like to get finished. Still haven't got that lamp hooked up yet. That's something that we really need to. We have got this one up here though, so that's pretty good. Bandsaws over here, probably dirty, gets a bit of use. Thanks guys for that, that's awesome. Best tool in the shop, absolutely. Oven and everything's downstairs here, we're still getting there. Mill's over here, looks a bit unloved, but it has had a bit of use this last week. We're still working that out. Got the press brake out over here. Got 2 drawers out of it, had a little sheet metal work job to do for work, so that's out. Shaper's not bolted down yet. Drill press is there, but it's got a light on it, which is useful. Not useful enough. The problem with this brake, right, is that you can't see the line in here. You can't, it's just in too much shadow and you can't really see where you're going. Anyway, pretty useful thing actually. If you want to bend up a bit of sheet steel, it's raw aluminium, it's a great thing. Linish is there. Tapping machine's there. I've got a project for that too that I should make. There's a little rabbit plane there that needs a new blade. Got a bit of tool steel to do it. Never ever happened. 4-jaw chucks over there. Lots of junk. Poppy will point out that this is an optical lens profiling machine. Not much useful for anything. LED strip might be the answer on that. I'm not sure. I have to have a think about it. Actually got one here that might work. Could make you some glasses probably, but I'm not sure about that. I think it was your fault, John, that I bought that machine. There's a gramophone down there that I should do up as well. Not much wrong with it, really. Pegboard down there, clamps. This area here is going to be stock storage because that at the moment is a problem. It's a bit of an issue. More than anything. So there we go. That's a short tour of what's happened in the workshop. Which is very excellent. And missed the indexer. Which indexer? More information on the indexer. Indexer. Nope. Yeah, rotary indexer. For which one? Rotary table, dividing head, one on the headstock of the lathe. Anyway, Craig's running short on space. He's taking stuff to the tip again, which is cool. Dividing head. Hey, Anthony, I might do a good video on the dividing head since we've got it finished for John Creasy's Shopmade Tools tag. So I might actually do that tomorrow. So expect that by the week or something. That's what I might do. I've been thinking about that. It might be a fun thing to do a video about because it's one of the cool things that we've made here recently. I'm running out of things to talk about, so we might call it a night if everyone's cool with that and down with that. Yeah, poor Maddie. Anyway, seriously, go and check out any of these guys in the chat. They got the names up with the picture. They've probably got a YouTube channel, and if they haven't, send them post on the community or something saying make some videos. So that's where I'm at with that. John's here. Hey, John's workshop just joined. Awesome. That's great. Thanks for the stickers. Left you a note on your message to say they were here and put them up on the board just a minute ago. So that's cool. So there we go. Don't forget Discord. You can go and talk to Bill on Discord. Discourage him from doing strange things. And be kind to each other. I think it's been fun. It's really great that you come in and catch up. But might make a Shopmate Tools video this week. And that other thing that I held up on the piece of paper, if anyone's got thoughts about it, I've probably already thought them, but if there's anything fresh comes up, we'll certainly think about it. See how we go. Take care. Be kind to each other. If you're in lockdown in Queensland, I'm sorry. If you're in lockdown or imminent lockdown anywhere else in Australia because of the half a dozen cases, sorry about that too. If you're in Europe and you're enduring 5 years of lockdown or whatever it is, I'm sorry about that as well. But we'll all be okay and we'll pull through. Spend some time in the workshop instead and make a video. I'm out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all that stuff, and especially be kind to everyone. Thanks.